Here we go. Yep, we back. This was dope, man. Let's get Smino, man. The people want to know. They want to they want to know what's going on. We figure out who moves to this next round. I mean, everybody in here is a winner too, actually, man. Because this is like really super dope for me because we get to, you know, what I mean, put this community together and let people talk to each other. And I don't always get to talk to people, so this for me is super dope. Let's get one more. Let's get one more question in here. I like doing these collabs. Let's do those. I like to see who's in here.
My son Guru.
Peace, peace,
What's
peace.
going on, King?
Everything is good, brother. How are you, man?
Chilling, chilling. I met you a while back in New York. Probably remember. You gave me an email. I seen you on like 31st Street.
I'm in
Definitely,
these streets,
definitely.
bro. I'm in these streets. Tell
Yeah, 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 yeah,
them.
yeah. I see. And you really like you really stopped and gave me knowledge. And the question I asked you before was like, how do you do it as far as an artist and an engineer? You was like, find an artist that you could attach to, and you compared Ali with Kendrick. So like,
Yeah.
my biggest thing right now is that.
Oh, you freezing up?
Hello? Yeah,
There you
my
go.
biggest thing right now, what I really want to ask you as far as like I produce and I mix and I master. I've been doing it for 10 years, literally just watching your videos. I'm a Logic guy, just to let guys know whatever the case is. So the
Mhm.
first question I wanted to ask is like, how do you approach a certain mix? Like, what are your favorite compressors? What are your favorite delays? Like, why is that? And question is, I know back then in some videos you said that you were still using like Pro Tools 8. Are you still using the classic stuff? Or are you all the way up to date to what's going on right now?
I'm super up to date with Pro Tools. I'm on Pro Tools Ultimate right
Okay.
now. But then it depends on what the material is, and I hate to keep saying that. It's just like it depends on what it is, right? So then sometimes I'll grab like classic stuff just because I know exactly how to do it real fast on there because I'm just so used to the thing. You know, like I've
Mhm.
done it a million times with say an 1176. I can kind of like, you know what I mean, figure out what I want. Am I making a choice on whether or not I want the black one? What version? Do I want the silver one with the blue stripe? You know what I mean? Because I want the different attack and release things. It just depends on what it is and what the music is. But I'm pretty much like, you know, I still use I'm grabbing probably a SSL channel on a bunch of things, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That may switch in between like who is making that particular plugin, you know what I mean? But I normally grab those because I can like kind of work it blindfolded. I've gone also into a lot of the newer stuff. A lot of the AI is just dope to me. Like I couldn't again. I was referencing the Meek Mill mix earlier, right?
Yeah.
Where Jay just gave me his vocals super late, and I was supposed to be leaving. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I didn't have time to really like just go. Okay, I'm gonna dig into it. I literally am going in, taking isotope stuff. You know what I mean? And then doing the assistant. You know what I mean on Nectar. And then it's like, whoa, this is coming up, and it's not necessarily just doing it for you, but it's giving you suggestions. So
That's
I'm
just
just saying
dope.
that
Yeah.
the AI, I'm always up on new plugins. The AI sped up my work. It allowed me to do that vocal, you know what I mean, quick as hell
Yeah.
in like maybe 10 minutes. And I'm sitting in there doing a bunch of subtractive EQing, and each of the frequencies can kind of follow where it is. So that's almost like if I'm taking the EQ and turning it down at a certain point and moving the frequency to follow where the voice is going. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with like the newer AI plugins that you couldn't do before, or just, you know, complicated ducking of when certain things hit if they hit at the same time. So I'm all over the place
Contrary,
with
yeah.
plugins, but I will tell you this. I kind of fall into this thing where like once I start using certain stuff, I try to master it, and I'm probably using that on the next range of mixes that I'm doing because I'm studying the plugin. I'm watching everything on YouTube. I'm reading the manual. I'm like watching everything that I can do to figure out how do I use this plugin. And
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean? So I'm not like, it's so much that you could choose from. You could get lost in just like jumping around so much and never master
The
one
plug.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
I,
try to get good with a couple of them because if you could restrict me to like to no company, and just the
Yeah.
basic plugins that come with Logic, and I'm gonna still mix the record.
Mix the record. Yeah, I have ranges, so I probably mess with a lot of CLA stuff. Like I know some people do CLA vocal, and sometimes I mess with the CLA effects. And I know normally it's used on drums and instruments, but I like the effect that it gives on vocals. So like I'm very pick and choose. I use a lot of SL stuff, Ozone stuff. I use like Valhalla verbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know most people use Lexicon, but I'm more Valhalla kind of person.
It all depends on your personal taste. It's just your personal taste, bro, and what your, you know what I mean? Not even just like personal taste. It's like some people can't afford everything, but none of that should come. What you really got to be more concerned with is like, okay, as I'm using this reverb, am I using it correctly? Am I looking at the tempo of the song to set with my, you know what I'm saying, what my pre is supposed to be? Because a lot of people don't get the pre right, you know what I mean, in terms of matching that to the tempo of what's going on, of could this actually happen in a real room? And then once you know that information, you could go, okay, I'm purposely not making it that to make a sound that couldn't happen in a real room, to be creative. But it's more about you knowing the rules and knowing when I choose to break the rules. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. Learn the concept of the thing. Every reverb is not every reverb, but most reverbs is going to have the same basic thing. You know what I'm saying? What's the pre-delay? What's the time? What type of room am I in? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, that's simple. That's what's, you know what I mean? That's what's going to be on there.
So thank you, Guru, for real. Like for everything you've done. I'm gonna send you some more stuff to that email if you're still using one with the digits at the end. I'm gonna send you that and see whatever, like, we could just chat on there. Thank you, Guru, for everything you've done for the game, man. For real, respect,
my brother. All right. All right, let's see if we got Smino in here.